Why would you want a treatment that involves baby foreskin?
Well, I heard that there are pretty amazing results with the hydrofacial. So some of the things that they promise are results that you would typically expect from like Botox or fillers. So I was really intrigued by a facial that could deliver these amazing results, like it helps with acne, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation. So I thought I'd give it a try.
So, I mean, was there any ick factor involved at all? Because, when I told somebody yesterday that I was doing a segment about baby foreskins, I think that I couldn't hear them from the screams. They're like, oh, that's so disgusting. I mean, it just sounds kind of gross. But, I mean, did you have that sort of ick factor resonate?
A little bit. I mean, I didn't really know what exactly I was walking into. I had this like sort of vision of maybe like chunks of skin floating around in a solution, which is totally gross, but it was really nothing like that. I mean, we're talking about something at a microscopic level, so you can't even see this foreskin in the facial. You don't realize it's happening.
All right, so walk through. I mean, we're seeing kind of now what it does and what it's supposed to do. So there's like the layers of skin. And I guess there you go. You can see the hydrofacial working and seemingly kind of clearing up the pores. I don't know. We're going to get to the nitty gritty and the actual what it does in a minute. But tell me about the process. Walk through it. What happened then?
Well, so depending on what you're going in for, there are 5 or 6 steps. You first start with a chemical exfoliant with alpha hydroxy and beta hydroxy acids, and basically they even out your skin to give yourself a little bit of a glow. And after that, they sort of imagine the tube that you use at the dentist that sort of sucks out the water. It's like that sort of tube, but on your face, and it sucks out all the like blackheads and whiteheads in your skin. It's kind of gross if you're not used to it. And then after that is when they infuse your skin with a lot of different antioxidants, including the growth factors from the foreskin. And that's pretty much it. There's a final step depending on what you're going in for, but that's pretty much it.
Wow, I've got some comments here. This is from just people watching. Justice Holmes says, no, 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 no. This is one from Michael L, who says, what the fuck, people? And this is one from Zephyr Dash, who says, dead, literally dead. I can't even. So, I guess when you went through this process, what did you think of the results at the end of it?
They were amazing. I mean, I get a lot of facials, and this is by far one of the best facials I've ever received.
Why was it so good? What made it different?
There was this immediate glow factor. As soon as I got out of the doctor's table, I noticed this sort of, I can only describe it as almost like a halo on my skin. I walked around the rest of the day without any makeup on, feeling pretty good about myself.
So when did you get this done? Yeah, that's a good point. When did you get it done?
So about 3 weeks ago is when I got it done.
Wow. So, I mean, how have the effects kind of worn off since then, or have they pretty much stayed the same?
I'd say they definitely have worn off by now. Within the first week is when I noticed, the majority of the results, and they say that you can go in like once a month for to get another treatment done.
Boring File Clerk here has a comment. He says, older women have a wonderful natural beauty. Stop trying to fight aging and bask in your natural beauty. What do you think about that, Ashley?
You are basking in your natural beauty. This is just a different way to get there, I think. There's nothing wrong.
This is a different way to get to natural?
There's nothing wrong with getting a little pampering that's maybe in a method that's a bit untraditional, but there's nothing wrong with doing this to expand your boundaries, I guess.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, I mean, I know that you wrote about this obviously for The Cut, and guys, we flagged that piece already, but it is in the resource world below if you want to check it out. I've got a comment here from Dave, who's watching, and he says, my foreskin was taken from me without my consent. That is an ethical issue. Now, in all seriousness, this is some comments that you've had yourself, Ashley. Tell me what was the response to the piece?
Well, there are some people who were against the idea of, using these growth factors that come from foreskin. But I think that's more so an issue that maybe parents, it's more of a parent and child sort of issue to take up, more so than anything that the work that Dr. Knotson does or anything like that.
But so what were people saying to you? What were the comments that you got from the piece?
Well, they were against the idea of circumcision, basically. They think that some people thought that it was wrong to circumcise a child without their consent, considering it is a baby, so they can't really say whether or not that's something that they want to do.
Joanne, talk to me a little bit as well about how people that maybe undergo this kind of treatment do end up feeling maybe a bit better about themselves if they've had any kind of skin issues or skin concerns.
Absolutely. The hydrofacial treats many skin conditions, and I know I was just talking about anti-aging because that really is a big buzzword out there. That's what most women either want to prevent aging or they want to maintain their youthful skin. So that is a big market. But the other piece is acne, and the hydrofacial can treat acne patients. And if you think how harming acne can be to someone's self-esteem, and within a course of treatments, you can actually improve that, and in some cases completely get rid of acne. You're changing people's lives for the better. You're making them feel so much better about themselves by removing a concern that may have haunted them for years. So in the aesthetic field, yes, we're actually making women feel good and beautiful and maintaining their beautiful skin. But in some cases, there are serious concerns where people's self-esteem can be quite damaged, and we can correct that using the technology of hydrofacial.
We were just talking a little bit about the benefits. I mean, I know that you've had people that have gone through this, obviously, in your line of work. What are some of the positive stories that have kind of come out of people using this, particularly when it comes to self-esteem?
Well, immediately after one treatment, you feel like you've got this amazing glow. People really enjoy that feeling of just going out and people asking, what have you done to your skin? In a world of cosmetic surgery and plastic surgery, you can have a hydrofacial and get this beautiful glow where people are like, oh my gosh, what have you done? And you haven't done anything except have a facial. If you've got a more serious concern, as we were discussing, acne, hyperpigmentation, rosacea, you can actually use this system delivery to put those products deeper into the skin to give long-lasting effects. So, I've personally done hydrofacials on people. I've done one and given that glow, or I've done a course of 6. And after a course of 6, you literally transform your skin for the better. And then it's just a case of keeping it up, using good skincare at home and having a hydrofacial maybe once a month, once every 6 weeks, just to maintain those benefits. But all in all, I haven't had one client in the 5 years I've been using hydrofacial that's ever said anything bad about it.
Interesting. And, obviously we're all ladies here, but is this just for women, or can men also partake in a hydrofacial should they wish, Joanne?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's for everybody. Men have skincare concerns too. And now men's grooming being one of the biggest trends out there. I mean, most women will find that their boyfriends or husbands will be, pinching their products and using them because, they're in that exploratory stage of trying the eye creams or trying, a moisturizer. So men's grooming goes very well with the hydrofacial, and it's something that men can have quickly because we all know facials can last an hour or 90 minutes. A hydrofacial can be done in as little as 25 minutes.